Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am showing you a repair of this toy. This toy has got worn and damaged and it's made of crochet, so today we're restoring it to its former beauty. Now first of all, we just need to collect all of the loose stitches to make sure it doesn't unravel any further. So here I have some white wool and I'm putting it through all of the loops of crochet so that while I'm fixing this toy, it doesn't unravel anymore. Crochet stitches are loop based. You have a loop and then you get a loop of wool on the end of the hook and pull it through. It's essentially a load of loops in a row. That means it's quite easy to see the loop and pick up a loose stitch. And the process of doing this does secure the holes. As I say, we're not repairing yet, we are just keeping the toy in its damaged state and making sure it doesn't get any worse. So here you can see the wool going through all of the loops and making sure the toy doesn't unravel any further. Now this toy has many holes in it and they're very large holes, meaning we can't repair it by sewing it together. We're going to have to add in stitches and they are going to have to be our own stitches we're adding in. So the next job is to pick up from these loops with some new wool and try and crochet in the gaps. We're basically filling in the holes. Now this toy is very old. I do not know what material was used for this toy exactly, so I'm having to replace the colours with as close as I can do with what I've got. You can see I'm filling in the cream parts with my cream wool and the brown with some brown. Now my brown's more chocolatey than the brown of this toy, but it's the only thing I have, and so it'll have to do. I'm working in a one direction. I'm working from one side to the other, and then I'm finishing the row and going back to the beginning and working in that same direction. This means that the facing side of the wool will be the same as for the toy. Again, my wool's slightly thicker, so it does bulge a tiny bit, but there's nothing we can do about that. And then once I've done both the cream and the brown side, I sew them together so there's no seam. Restoring this toy was honestly a pleasure to do, because I remember when I started crocheting, and the reason that I'm so advanced now is because when I was a child, I wanted more toys, as you all do, and I decided that if I learnt to crochet, I could just make my own toys. I'd see a toy and I'd be like, oh, I really want that. I'd get my crochet out and I would try and make it, and I'd try and try and try until I can. And so now making things like figures and animals is really easy because I've learned how to shape crochet into these intricate, detailed things. Restoring this toy is obviously not very complicated, but it still had that childish love of a toy and playing, and I just loved going back to it and restoring it for someone else. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.